What's up guys and welcome to Meso Hendo Plays, my new Let's Play channel. Just a quick heads up before you start this video, this is a re-upload from my original channel which you can check out here if you want to. I'm currently in the process of moving all of the Let's Plays that I did on that channel over to this one, so apologies if the quality isn't quite up to scratch. I didn't start very well with these Let's Plays, but until I get the backlog caught up onto this new channel, any new Let's Plays will be uploaded on the old channel for now, so go check it out if you have time. With that being said, let's get to the video. What's up guys, Mason the Brock Anderson here with some more Final Fantasy 15. So last time out we did a lot of stuff. We started off going to Altissia and finally seeing Lunafreya in person for the first time, and then she died, so that was fun. And then we went on a long train trip. We found a couple of tombs along the way. We found out Gentiana was actually Shiva, and then Noctis lost his powers. So now he is breaking into, I guess, the capital of the Empire with nothing but the Ring of the Lucii. And yeah, the powers on it are pretty cool. So it's been a little bit since I recorded. I finally got to editing because I recorded a lot of stuff but didn't edit it for a while because I got lazy and I was also out of town. So I've just recently started editing again because I needed stuff to for this week. So it's gonna take me a minute to remember exactly what I'm doing here and how to use the ring. I remember there was the death spell, and then there was also the one that essentially just dooms all the enemies to oblivion. Something that I did see in my research in between my last recording session and now is that I actually don't have to do the Gladio and Ignis stuff. Apparently that was put in there, one, to build up for the episode Gladiolus that they put out, because you get a chance to play as Gladio, but also it's essentially a quicker way through this chapter. So it's something that I might explore at a later time, but for now, we're going to continue on with Noctis, and we're going to try to get to the crystal and see what happens next. So I know next up I have to, I believe, turn on the generator. A lot of button pushing. Noctis, do you know what you're doing? Oh, it looks like you do. Good job.
And that's the way to the elevator taken care of.
What? Oh, okay. All right. No problem. It's funny that I don't actually get any experience for killing these enemies with the ring. Holy. A spell of the Arcana Holy counters with a blast of sacred light when evading, making it effective against melee enemies. Cast the spell just before an attack lands to deal more damage. Pretty cool. Okay, this is the one that I learned before Alterna. So R1 and then triangle. Got it. Why is Alterna not working? Oh, okay. So I think it's because I wasn't pressing R1 and triangle at the same time and holding it, so that's the only thing I could think of as to why it wasn't working.
These bastards again.
What bastards, Noctis? They appear to be gone.
This whole city gives me the chills. Too quiet for comfort.
How does it feel to be powerless? Can't help your friends if you can't help yourself.
Gotta hurry and find them, wherever they are.
Oh, great. Feels like it's gonna be a
Can't you simply
run.
taste the air of foreboding?
I don't like it. Rogue axemen patrol along a set route. Hiding from rogue axemen allows you to avoid conflict and recover MP.
These don't look like typical MTs.
Crap. Noctis cannot operate doors and devices while the enemy is aware of his presence in the state of conflict by taking out all hostiles or simply leaving the area.
Must be tiring having to run all the time. That magic is a royal disappointment.
Oh crap. That was rude.
Something different about them. Something off.
Got another room here to chill out in. So I think I need to go that way. So what's over here?
There's some streaker running around here.
Oh. Sweet. Hey, you know what? I know I don't get any experience for killing these guys, but I feel like it's easier to just kill them than to try to do all the hiding and sneaking around and stuff. If they were tougher or if I were a little bit lower level, then I might be a little bit more worried. Maybe on like
It's
hard
all coming along
difficulty.
swimmingly, isn't it?
Rude. Open for me? Thank you. Alright, so I can't go there yet, or go there, so... Continuing along the path. Alright, these guys are definitely gonna wake up and attack me, right? They'll be awake when I come back. I'm sure of it.
Can't afford to get spun around. Hey, Prompto! Wait!
Oh, jeez. Okay. Listen. I was not prepared to play a horror game right now.
I make it in here.
Okay, I didn't realize that was going to spark a whole slew of them to pop up.
Huh. And what have we here? Clearance level. Nice.
Sweet.
Security clearance raised to level 2. Access to level 2 zones authorized.
Poor Prompto must be feeling the heat right about now.
That's definitely not going to be Prompt, though, so... Is it going to be Arden disguised as him again, or... Is this just all somehow a dream that Arden's creating? I'm really not appreciating this game right now. Oh yeah, this is definitely not going to be spooky or scary at all.
Not. Help me.
Oh, come on.
Get out of my way!
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Alright, I can see you through there, Prompto. So how am I supposed to... Here we go. Okay. Are we all prepared for what is sure to be a jump scare? Alright, then let's go. Oh.
Another trick. Back
Well-
to square one.
I mean, are you surprised? Alright, level 3.
Security clearance raised to level 3. Access to level 3 zones authorized.
Okay, can I
You should have seen the look on your face.
go back through, please?
You'd best hurry. Next time, it might really be your friend.
Oh, crap. Well, damn it, I didn't realize I couldn't go back through. Because now I'm feeling like I missed something.
That's one of my personal favorites. Are you certain it wasn't the real thing? Wouldn't want to make a mistake. Oh, it's just so unfair.
Alright, here's where these guys definitely wake up and attack. Yep, sure enough. I was prepared for it, so I only jumped slightly. 2 for 2? No. Okay.
Your heart's desire so close now.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Soon it will be within your grasp. I suggest you take the central elevator. It will take you to your goal.
Again,
Aren't you
I
helpful
doubt
now?
that.
Don't look down, don't look down.
I don't have a suitable key card.
Gotta find a way to make it move.
Okay, so maybe he is telling the truth, but it's gonna be more difficult than I expect. Alright, nothing on these platforms. Oh, there is something here. Worthless. Oh. Oh my. So something tells me those guys will be a little bit more difficult to take down if they spot me.
If a king cannot protect himself, how is he to protect others?
And yep. I was prepared for you, mother.
All keyed up.
Alright, come on, just spot me already. Okay, so I know I can head back to the generator, but... What? Why is this open space over here? There's more enemies. Let's check it out. I will jump ahead now if this was a complete waste of... That was a complete waste of time to go back there, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna kill this guy just to say that I did. So why not? And you know what, I'm doing a pretty damn good job, if I do say so myself. Okay, I pressed square there. That was rude. Alright, come on, come to hit me. Come on, you know you wanna. You know you... Dude. Okay, alright. Alright, I see you. How about that? That's right. Mess with me. So there's just really nothing in here, huh? And I got a bracelet, but I don't really want to... Oh. Apparently he comes back. That's cool. So I just killed him for no reason. Partially restored. Does this mean I can only go up to a certain level or something?
The higher you climb, the further you fall.
Well, that's just not even fair. And somehow I survived that. Don't ask how. Apparently that's all I needed to get my weapons back. So let's do this. Alright. Make for the upper levels. Time to check the body. Oh, okay. I check. Let me check the body.
Rest easy. Your work is done.
All right, so might as well just go ahead and give my thoughts on this. Yeah, this is dumb. I mean, he was built up earlier as possibly, maybe a bit of a rival for Noctis. Noctis and his sister are intimate seemingly, and there's that one scene where he shows up at the base and kind of manhandles Gladio, and it's just, okay, maybe he can do something. And then we hardly see him. We hardly see him. We see a couple scenes with him and Lunafreya right before she dies, and now he's just dead. It's just wow. I mean, oh, I imagine some of the other rival characters in other Final Fantasy games if you never fought them in the game. They just showed up as a rival, you never fight them, and then they die at the end. How pointless that would seem. Okay, who's writing this? I think this is Ravis writing to Luna. So let me see. I think he had kind of a deeper British accent. So I shall send an escort. You and Gentiana will return to the manor. It is dangerous to remain in Lucis. The Empire fears the covenant with the Arcane, and ere long they will come for you. Rely upon the Alticians if you must. Cease all contact with the Empire. If you seek a covenant, you know full well the cost. Should Noctis succeed in claiming the power, shall gladly restore his father's sword to him. Noctis may have the storm's blessing, but his powers remain as feeble as a breeze. Open your eyes, Lunafreya. See the futility of your toils. He is unworthy of your sacrifice, and of King Regis's sword. I think I read these out of order. It seems like that would have been the first one to read, and then his warning to Luna, and then at the end, him saying, "Fine, if he can get it, I'll give him his father's sword back."
Well, Dad, let's see what your sword can do.
Oh, Noctis can now wield Regis' sword in combat. Together with the Ring of Lucia, it affords him a better chance of survival while his other abilities remain sealed.
Do just fine.
The only problem being is that this thing takes away my health whenever I attack with it.
Can't you simply taste the air of foreboding? Did you hear that? There's something out there.
What? I heard nothing. Was I supposed to hear something? Okay, I figured might as well just go ahead and do this to heal up, gain a level. Fishing's still at 10. And do I get any of Prompto's pictures even though he's not here?
What's this
Aww.
smoke? Where's it coming from? There's no way through this.
Aha! Well, you can't say I didn't warn you.
Ow. I'm poisoned.
Thicker by the second. Need to stop it.
The poison gas reduces Noctis' HP. Watch his health as you search for a way to clear the air. Okay. So it looks like they're... yeah. Oh. And yeah, sure. Might as well spawn some enemies for me to take out while I'm in here. Okay. Time to run. Ow. It's rude. Turn on the air.
Oh, it's clearing. That was close.
Okay.
You're such a tease.
Let's say that. Jeez. Why you gotta do that to me? Alright, can I see him, please? Well, at least there are no chun noises with that one. Hi.
See ya!
Can't seem to kill him. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess he's gonna pop up later. He just got a little glitch there. Oh, there's a shop. What's in here? Just a bunch of items.
Security clearance raised to level 4. Access to level 4 zones authorized.
You really are helpless without your friends babysitting you.
I mean, Arden, do you not see all of the enemies that I'm taking down right now?
I have grave doubts about your friends.
Alright, is this a little side area or something? Or this... Oh. Research log ME746X the 30th. My researchers were met with the most curious of phenomena this morning. The device we dismantled last night had somehow reformed. We lost 4 workers when a stray laser caught them off guard. Worst of all, my hopes of the weapon staying online were dashed when it abruptly shut down after its rampage. Needless to say, the remaining researchers were less than eager to continue their work.
Tragedy could strike at any moment.
Oh, hello there. Wait while the elevator descends. Sure. Oh, come on.
I don't think I want to mess with it.
Okay. What? The elevator has arrived. Alright, I already took one out, though. I mean, I'll run away if that's what you want me to do, but...
Power must have gone out. First keys, now power. What next?
Man. They're just trying to make it even more spooky.
What was that noise? Is it scary being on your lonesome?
Wouldn't necessarily say it's scary. I mean, it's just kind of filled with a bunch of jump scares. That's not fun. Where is the... Oh, the power's up here. Okay, jeez.
Ain't much, but it's better than nothing.
Son of a...
I love surprises. You'll fall for anything.
I mean, he's not wrong. Oh, okay. God, this thing is ridiculous.
Are you serious? Ain't much, but it's better than nothing.
Oh, there's something else in here. So I guess we're just constantly running away from this thing. Honestly, I'm ready to be out of here, not just because I'm not a fan of jump scares, but also the camera is kind of making me a little motion sick, honestly, the way it keeps jumping around. I'm not one to get motion sick very easily, but the Ring of the Lucy Eye, just whenever you use it, the way it just like jumps the camera, doesn't make me feel great.
The Empire made considerable inroads into the science of demons. Well, after I showed them the way, of course. We managed to make demons.
You're a demon!
Here.
Make?
Different combinations of active circuits unlock specific sets of doors. To proceed, locate the keycard for each panel and activate the right combination. Okay.
Your head can do more than wear a crown. Use it. Ever wonder where demons come from? Once upon a time, they were children of nature, beasts and men. Oh, and you've killed so many.
Panel B keycard. Okay. So I see this route is now open. Got something to read. West Gralia quarantine report. Including cases around the village, the number of missing now stands at 1,657. Earlier reports from the MRF attribute the disappearance to an infectious disease, and investigations continue as regards a potential connection to the demon outbreak. Is that proper grammar? It doesn't feel right to me. Anyways, at the time of writing, the quarantining of West Gralia is complete, and other sectors remain infection-free.
A vanishing sickness. Huh.
Got another one. Mass disappearance report. 9 days on for the mysterious disappearances and nary a lead. It beggars belief that 812 people, an entire village, could simply vanish into thin air. In more tangible developments of the demons that emerged in West Gralia at the same juncture, 60% are confirmed escape from military facilities. Details of the remaining 40%, however, remain inconclusive.
Mysterious disappearances.
Jeez.
What's wrong? Don't tell me you're lost.
Not lost, I'm just exploring.
The infantry units you callously dub MTs all began as babes in this very facility. Imprinted with serial codes and incubated until they were strong enough to fight. What a pity. Innocent souls fated to suffer at the hands of a foreign king.
Oh, come on.
Well, not so empty after all, are they?
Was that a pun? I'm a little tired, so was that a pun? Not so empty as in like empty? National Defense Policy. With the mass production of Magitech troopers having commenced in earnest, the Imperial Defense Council approves the implementation of the following reforms. The replacement of human infantry with Magitech units, the augmenting of biological materials through cloning. Yeah, one more. There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, obviously this is what we need. I've already been to that room. I think first I want A on. Yeah. Because A will take me to that middle top room that I haven't been to yet. Oh, I apparently missed this when I came here last. Photosensitivity and Magitech troopers. Plasmodia-based biological weapons exhibit an acute aversion to light, their cellular structure breaking down within moments of exposure. As the cells are converted to benign molecules, there is no inherent danger even should such a reaction occur. Lightproof armor presents a simple yet effective solution to the problem. So essentially, Magitech troopers are demons in armor, so that way they can survive in the light. Military applications of mutative plasmodia. In light of the large sample size, the test results can be considered conclusive. Commonly occurring parasitic protozoa are the agents of demonification. These findings paved the way for the weaponization of demons, and the first step involves finding a means to control mutated organisms. This report recommends Minister of Research Verstale Bisithia submit a detailed budget request for the Deathless Project. Okay.
The most fascinating tidbit about your dear Prompto.
What?
Turns out he's not empty either. He's got quite the skeleton in his closet.
North Grallia Quarantine Report. The infection has since manifested in 5 adjacent sectors, threatens to reach epidemic proportions. Its spread is invariably accompanied by the appearance of demons, and the likelihood cannot be ignored that the pathogens are demon-born. Quarantine has been expanded to encompass all areas in which the creatures are found.
Epidemic proportions. That can't be good.
Magitech Research Facility Damage Report. Following their outbreak in the north and west, demons have swept through the MRF, causing extensive damage to equipment. Control was subsequently lost over unprogrammed MTs, and strategies are being deliberated on the collection of rogue units. Meanwhile, 125 infected patients undergoing testing of the facility have vanished in a manner reminiscent of the first disappearances.
All the patients have been disappeared? That makes no sense.
16th V. The infected aren't disappearing, they're turning into demons. That we failed to see this defies belief. Yet dwelling on it avails us not in the face of demon threat. Though of human origin, they're unlike the specimens bred for MTs. They cannot be controlled. Rude. "28th. Oh, okay. So 16th was 5, and now 28th is 6. More than half the keep's inhabitants are now demons. There's no hope of neutralizing them, not with the control lost over the MTs. Outside, the city swarms with yet more demons, former citizens. There's no escape." Don't do it.
Security
Level
clearance
5.
raised to level 5. Access to level 5 zones authorized.
The hell is this place? What are they keeping inside? Not sure what that is, but I got a hunch it's bad. Don't like it one bit.
Alright, how do I get inside there?
Wasn't expecting that. Things are looking up.
Oh,
How
I missed
will
something.
this story end, I wonder?
Intruder alert. Mobilizing dormant Magitech infantry.
What the? Wait. Is that what's waiting inside? Even more of them.
Where are your friends? You don't think they ran off without you? You still haven't found Gladio? Only a matter of time before Ignis bumbles into a trap. You must feel very much alone right now.
Oh, okay. Guess that's not the way to go. Where do I go from here? Aha, got it. Level 6.
Security clearance raised to level 6.
And
Access
here
to
comes some
level
enemies.
6 zones authorized.
Your buddies have bright lives ahead of them. Don't take it personally if they choose their own over yours. Not so tough without your borrowed toys, are you?
Oh, come on. I wanted to pick up whatever was up here. Guess I'll have to kill this guy.
No time, no time!
You really are helpless without your babysitting.
Okay, now I can go pick up what was over here. I'm guessing I probably was just meant to run. Arden laughing at my suggestion makes me feel angry. Alright, are any of these gonna jump scare me? I bet there'd be a few that would if I ran over them. Arden, could you stop laughing at me, please? Hurts my feelings. Some more reading to do. Wallbreaker Wave Test Report. The wave produced exceptional results in real-world conditions, effectively inhibiting the Kingsglaive's warping and spellcasting abilities, powers that operate on the self-same principle as the Wall of Lucis. So, this is what's keeping me from being able to use my weapons. Wallbreaker Wave Test Report. This report concludes that the wave can neutralize not only the wall, but all magical phenomena exhibited by Lucian royalty. Moreover, based on the data acquired from the encounter with Shiva, an enfeebling effect on the Six can also be anticipated. So this is also how they killed half of them. Interesting. Okay, well this one is definitely going to wake up and jump me.
In case there was any doubt.
Okay, that
it's
one.
a trap.
This one. This one. This one. This. Okay.
Didn't see that coming.
Hurry, while you dawdle, people are dying.
Oh, okay, nope, not doing that.
Pirate, they gone and done it now.
No, is that you? Hurry! No! You hear us?
Gladio!
Where are you?
What am I supposed to do?
Narc's in trouble. Got him. There ought to be a kill switch near. Find it. What? You know that? I believe it's the reason we were brought here.
Guys. Okay.
That was close.
The hell did you get here?
You're welcome.
Thanks.
After we were separated, we received help from the usual suspect.
That bastard's playing with us. But at least we're together.
All but one of us.
Reunited with your retainers at last. How very touching. Must be a fine feeling, having friends. Look how happy you are. I pray you find your dear Prompto soon.
Locked. Meaning there's someone inside?
Research log ME747I the 14th. It is with regret I hereby suspend my plans to restore the Magitech weapon to full functionality. The spineless powers that be fear further incidents, and my efforts to activate and control the device were futile, it seems. If it is some sort of autonomous armament, then only divine intervention could bring the mech back online. Until that time comes, however, the device shall remain sealed.
Oh, I knew you'd go that way. Oh, you're such a tease.
What? Otto!
Hey, you alright?
Are you hurt? Do you need help?
I'm fine. Thank you, Noct.
No sweat.
Tell me, were you worried about me?
Not really. You kind of annoy me. Your pictures suck. I wasn't really worried. I was kind of hoping you died, actually.
Of course I was. What kind of question is that?
Of course. That's why you came. Like I believed you would.
Prompto.
That's why I told myself I couldn't die. Not until I could see you. And hear you tell me I'm not a fake. That I'm the real me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Everything's all right now.
Knocked. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
I've heard this sound before. On the train, just before your weapons failed you. It's nearby. And it may hold the key to restoring your power. It's here.
This thing? Door's locked.
It's coming from within. Is there no way through?
There's a way.
Oh, Prompto,
So
nice of you.
MTs, they've got those code prints. Just like I do.
Do they? Never looked.
Yeah. So as it turns out, I'm one of them. Not exactly something I could tell people growing up in Lucis. Still, you guys are like the only friends I've ever known. I just hope that things can stay the way they were.
Whatever. Who cares where you were born?
I don't see you turning against us. Not now or ever.
Thanks, guys. Still, I can't change where I came from. What I am.
Since when does where you come from matter to you? You never once treated me as a prince.
It's got you there.
Never so much as a highness.
We're done here. Come on, crowned citizen.
You're one of us, right?
Unless you'd rather not be.
So, did it work?
With the device down and out, Nox's power should be up and running.
Go on, try it.
All right. Moment of truth.
Alright.
We're back, baby.
Good game.
What a relief. Let's roll.
Good game. Alright, with all his powers restored, Nox can once again travel to the past by calling Umbra door toys. Sweet. Ah! Hello.
New friend?
You really need to pick him better.
Can you see again?
But that doesn't mean I can't fight.
Well, just don't overdo it, okay? Get back!
Ignis! Just the thing.
I see you decided to rock the ring.
Had to. No weapons, no friends, no choice, really. You know, somebody here's gotta fight to rescue the crystal. Not to mention rescue all of your asses.
Spoken like a true king. About time.
The ring represents a great burden, but you don't bear it alone.
You can say that again. Especially now that y'all have your weapons back. Gladio!
So, where'd you guys park the regalia?
Outside, though park ain't the right word.
She's broken down, alas.
Took one for us. Saved our lives.
Make haste. Now then, the crystal.
I'm guessing the way is locked.
Well, I guess it's a good thing somebody has keys to the whole fortress.
You're no better than a burglar.
Aren't I?
Hopefully Biggs and Wedge, but made it to safety.
Who and who?
Our train drivers.
And soldiers. They can fend for themselves.
It's mine!
Truly be the Emperor.
Does seem kinda keen on the ring.
So we fight him?
Take mercy.
Nothing the four of us can't handle.
Okay. So this thing for us, weak to the lance, lightning, alberic or alberich. Don't know how to say it. Weak to my sword and fire. Okay.
Nice try!
Ignis!
I've just the thing!
Get back!
That's just wrong.
Saw that!
Gladio!
Buzz off!
Fire shall span all the lands. By the crystal's light we shall flourish. I shall arise as ruler of the world.
All right, things are looking up.
Let's see what we came for.
And once again, one of the major villains that was built up earlier in the game goes down very quickly. Go ahead and stay here. Oh, look, we got pictures again. You know, Prompto, I'm kind of going back to wishing you were dead. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, you know what? Okay, I'm going to step away from the door. You know what? I think now's going to be a good time to call it. I will go ahead. I did want to also look through the dossiers. Yeah, because there's going to be quite a few more to read. So I'll read all of these, but then I'm going to end it here. I haven't been recording too long, but it's late. And I kind of wanted to get to a point where I could call Umbra. Because I think I'm going to go back and try to knock out some hunter and fishing stuff in between recording sessions. So next time I come back, I might even go and finish up some side quests in the past, depending on how I'm feeling. But anyways, let's look at this. So, second page for Ignis. In the wake of the trial of the Leviathan, Ignis raced through the streets of Altissia in hopes of rescuing the fallen prince from certain peril. The battle with the Empire was won, and Noctis was saved, but not without cost. Ignis has lost his sight. Determined to continue protecting the Crown Prince, but unsure of how, he struggles finding a way to move forward. Prompto? Most men are born, but some are created for a special purpose, and Prompto is one such man. Artificially generated from the genes of mad scientist Verstale Bisithia, he was initially intended to serve as a test subject for one of the Empire's Magitech experiments. The unstable scientist's plans went awry, however, when a Lucian spy operating on a hot tip absconded with the baby Prompto and entrusted him to a foster family in Insomnia. Upon uncovering his inauspicious origins, Prompto plunges into an existential crisis. How can he befriend the very people he was created to kill? Yet he is pleasantly surprised to find that when he reveals his long-kept secret to Noctis, the bond they share is not merely unshaken, but even stronger than ever. Yeah, so whenever Arden made the comment earlier in the video about, Prompto having a secret, it kind of came back to me. I was like, oh right, he turns out to be one of the genetic creations that they were referencing earlier. And again, it's something, it didn't even stick in my mind. Like, it obviously it was still there, because Arden making the comment brought it back to the surface, but it's something that didn't even really stick with me. Like, how can you have one of your main characters turn out to be one of the bad guys, or created by the bad guys, genetically created? How can you have that be a part of the game and be so not memorable? Like, even the way he delivers it, if you take his words and say them in a different way, he says, so apparently I'm one of the MTs here. You could honestly say it, so apparently I'm one of the MTs here, because it's so unimportant to the story. Like, he tells everybody, and then they're just like, yeah, okay, whatever, who cares? You're not evil. So, it is weird, though, that apparently, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Verstale is, yeah, this creepy dude. So it is weird that he turned out to be a clone of this guy. But we haven't even seen him since the first cutscene where he was introduced. Same for the Emperor. But anyways, we'll get back to them. Horror, second page. Thor holds the distinct honor of having served 3 separate Lucian monarchs, Morse, Regis, and Noctis. While his loyalty to his lieges has never wavered, his attitude toward authority has evolved over the years. In the arrogance of his youth, he publicly criticized Regis's retreat from Accordo in the Great War, calling the then Crown Prince and his men a bunch of cowards. While Kor's Crownsguard colleagues were incensed by the show of impertinence, Regis was impressed with the young firebrand's willingness to speak truth to power and immediately hired him as a personal bodyguard. The Marshal was so touched by this show of grace that he swore to devote his life to serving Regis and his son Noctis. Iris' second page. Iris first met Noctis at the tender age of 5. Her big brother's stories piqued her interest in the prince, a curiosity that one day drew her to the Citadel in search of this young man. The castle grounds proved too labyrinthian for the tiny Iris, and she soon lost her way. By some fortuitous turn of fate, it was none other than Prince Noctis who came to her rescue. From that day onward, Iris has harbored a special admiration for him, though she is loath to ever reveal her true feelings. Instead, she opts to show him affection via hand-sewn gifts. Talcott. Second page. Talcott's heart is broken by the tragic death of his grandfather. Yet time heals all wounds, and before long he is once again working hard to make himself useful to the prince. A paragon of decorum, Jared instilled within the young Talcott a staunch stoicism far beyond his years. Only when the topic of conversation turns to his favorite colorful Cactuar statuettes does Talcott truly act his age. Alright, we got Navid's second page. I'm guessing once we complete everybody's... because I know I finished up Navid's quests, like side quests, so I'm wondering if all of these characters on this page will get their second page once we finish up all of the quests, maybe. Navid's time spent around the watering holes of Lucis has taught him all there is to know about aquatic creatures and their respective habitats. The breadth of his knowledge of the natural world surpasses even that of most hunters. Navid is also one of the few fishermen to have seen a demon fish with his own eyes. He spent many years traveling the continent with his niece Coctura. I did not realize Coctura was his niece. That's kind of funny. Once she entered cooking school, however, he worried he would embarrass her and opted to let his little sunflower bloom on her own. While the two have not spoken in years, he still wishes her well and thinks of her always. Does she share the last name? She does. I totally missed that. Apparently there are 3 other side characters that I haven't even met yet. So I wonder if that's because there's side quests to do, or... I don't know. We'll see. I can't remember if I read hers or not. I feel like I did. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I did. Yeah, because I didn't have either of these guys last time, did I? Alright. Camellia Claustra, a shrewd politician selected to represent the Accordo Protectorate, a league of towns that fell under imperial control some 150 years ago. Formerly a prominent force in an anti-governmental faction, Camellia continues to push for independence from the Empire as an elected official. He holds the late King Regis in high esteem, having assisted him when he passed through Altissia 30 years ago. And then Wescom. Regis's longtime friend and close confidant. He accompanied the late king as diplomatic advisor on his cross-continental journey 30 years ago. Their mission to rebuild an alliance within the nation of Accordo in hopes of fighting back against the rapidly militarizing Niflheim Empire. A grave injury incurred in the field forced Wescom to withdraw from the group, however, and he remained in Altissia to undergo treatment while the others returned to Lucis. Since then, he has opened up a cafe on the water in the city he now calls home, as well as forged a friendship with the first secretary herself, Camellia Claustra. Yes, I don't think we saw the third page for her. Moments after forging a covenant with the Hydrian, Lunafreya suffers a mortal wound at the hands of Arden. With her dying breaths, she summons the last of her strength to revive Noctis and awaken the rulers of Yor, slumbering in their tombs across Aeos. Lunafreya then entrusts the prince with his father's ring, and with that she is swept beneath the waves. Though she no longer enjoys a physical presence in this world, she will remain forevermore in the hearts of the people. So the second page for Gentiana. Though she masquerades as a messenger, Gentiana is in actuality the earthly incarnation of the ice goddess Shiva. Lunafreya's limitless love for mankind restores her faith in humanity and inspires her to aid the Ascendant Oracle not as an advisor, but as a friend. When Noctis is racked with despair over his beloved's passing, Gentiana appears before the prince to grant him her blessing and show him the depth of Lunafreya's love. I'm really having trouble speaking right now because I'm so tired. Okay, Raven's second page, because, you know, he played such a big part in the end here. The Empire's assault on Altissia was an unequivocal failure that resulted in massive casualties. As High Commander, Ravis is forced to take responsibility for this disastrous outcome and is succinctly scheduled for execution. While some may view his imperial turn as traitorous, none could denounce his devotion to doing everything he can to keep his beloved sister from harm. We're not even going to talk about his death, apparently. I think Aranea also, yes, got a second page. Aranea has long held doubts about the Empire's devotion to its demonic research. It is only when the Imperial Army's failed assault on Altissia leads to countless civilian casualties that she decides to officially cut her ties. Now she has turned against her former employer, hunting down the demons and Magitech troopers they created while saving innocents from harm. Alright, we got Biggs, officer in Niflheim's 3rd Army Corps, 87th Airborne Division. Before he aligned himself with the Empire, he worked as a mercenary for hire with his partner Wedge. Sensing his potential, Aranea recruited him into her ranks soon after they met, and Biggs now serves as Lady A's faithful bodyguard. He completes his missions with ease, but not without questioning the Empire's ruthless methods. Now for Wedge, officer in Niflheim's 3rd Army Corps, 87th Airborne Division. A fateful encounter with Aranea brought both Wedge and his partner Biggs under her command, and they continue to serve Lady A to this day. A fellow of few words, Wedge spends much of his leisure alone, reading and fishing in silence, He's equally quiet in the field, following his orders without saying a thing. And I actually, because I looked it up, I know I put a note in the last video about Biggs being voiced by the same guy who voices Igor in Persona 5. But Wedge, I found out, was voiced by Fred Tatasciore, who I actually got a chance to talk to at DragonCon a few years ago. Because at the time, I only knew him from Final Fantasy VII Remake, because he voices Don Corneo. It sounds like he's doing a Mark Hamill Joker impression, honestly. But it was kind of cool to talk to him, and he's really the one that got me a lot more focused on trying to look up voice actors. Because I feel like voice actors go very unappreciated with their work, because most of the time, at least compared to normal actors, because most of the time you don't really know who the voice actors are. You just hear voices and you assign them to characters, and that's sort of it. But there are a lot of voice actors out there that do a lot of work and do a lot of good work too. So it's something I've tried to do a bit more, is really focus on who the voice actors are and listen to their performances. And he's kind of the reason that I started doing that, because when I saw who it was that was voicing Don Corneo, at first the name, I'm like, I have no idea who this is, and I look up his repertoire and I'm blown away, because he's done so many classic character voices. So yeah, but Fred was Biggs, and then God, his name has already escaped me, but the guy who voiced Igor is Wedge. And then finally we got Arden here. The Arden who stands at the altar of the Tide Mother is a far throw from the man of no consequence who greeted the boys at Galt Key. He is cold and ruthless, stabbing Lunafreya right before Noctis' eyes. Though he has clearly made an enemy of the Crown Prince, his motivations are as of yet unknown. Alright, well with that, I believe I'm going to call it here for the night. So again, this is going to be a bit of a shorter session, but still had a lot of stuff happen. As far as my thoughts on all of this, I know I already talked a little bit about it when I looked at Prompto's dossier, but I think there's just so much in this game that feels like it happens off screen. And some of it, because I know there's the episode Gladio, so maybe there is some stuff that we will see in those extra things. I don't know if I'll ever do recordings of those, but I think some of the DLC may expand upon what's going on in the outside world a bit more. But I don't feel like DLC should really complete a game. If anything, DLC should be there to add to the story, to grow upon something that is already complete. But as I'm playing through this game, it feels incomplete at times. The amount of moments where something happens and it sort of feels like it's a throwaway moment, or something happens off screen and then we find out about it later. You know, the fact that, again, your rival, seemingly, the brother of the main character's love interest, who is working for the bad guys and seemingly wants to kill the main character, we don't even get to fight him, and then he's just dead. And apparently he was actually a good guy the whole time. And we don't see any of this. We just see a couple of cutscenes thrown in after the main character's love interest is already gone. We see these scenes pop up that's like, oh no, he actually cared about his sister this whole time and he wanted to help her, and that's why he was doing what he was doing. Like, it's not as interesting, unfortunately. And it really feels like we're sort of watching everything. We're not really participating in what's going on. And I feel like I've mentioned that before, how disconnected I feel as a player in this game. Unfortunately, you can't have that these days. There's so many games where you really get sucked into the story. I mean, think about how many movies or TV shows or books, how many times other forms of media suck you in to the point where you're in that world and you feel like that world exists, you know, and the characters exist. That's what video games can do at times as well. This game has not done that for me at all. I really do not feel like I'm connected, I'm in this game. I feel like I'm just sort of watching stuff happen. And it's unfortunately not very well done at all. So I don't know whose fault it is. I know Tetsuya Nomura was involved in this game, but I don't really know how much Obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't quite meet people's expectations, and there were some times that the story did feel a little incomplete. But anyway, not to get sidetracked onto Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't know if this is also Tetsuya Nomura kind of trying to tell a bigger story than what he can fit into one game, and so, how Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind added to Kingdom Hearts 3 and kind of completed some of those stories. Maybe that same thing happened here, where he wasn't able to tell all of the story. He wasn't able to fit in all of the story pieces, and so it's DLC coming in to add to it. I don't know. It's an opinion I have. It's a theory I have. Don't know if it's true or not. With all that being said, I know I've rambled a little bit about it. I do think there are elements of this game that do work. I would say there's probably just about enough good stuff to balance out the frustrating stuff that I'm dealing with when it comes to the story and the characters. But I think I'm going to stop rambling now because I don't even know if I'm making sense anymore. I need to go to sleep. But I'm glad I was able to at least get Umber back. Again, I will try to do some extra stuff off to the side, complete some hunts. I'll probably try to save some of the bigger hunts because I know there's one in particular that I would maybe try to beat. I think the big thing going forward is I am going to try to do as much as I can in this game. I know I was talking in an earlier video about the possibility of not doing that much in this game, maybe just finishing it and being done. But I plan on, and this will probably already have happened by the time this video comes out, but I plan on actually playing 2 games at a time. I'm going to be changing up my recording and publishing videos schedule a little bit, where essentially I've got one TV show that I'm reviewing and 2 games that I'm playing at a time, and essentially doing 2 videos of each every week. So I feel like that's kind of my compromise, so that way I don't feel like I have to get to the end of this game before I start the next game, because I think that's kind of why I was so done and so ready to be done with this game and not really wanting to do anything extra. But now that I'm not limiting myself, I'm not going to keep myself from playing the games that I want to play right now. I think I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I don't know if I'll 100% it, because obviously there's going to be some stuff that will probably take way too long to 100% it. But I'll try to get as much as I can. Definitely try to get at least all the side quests done, and maybe all of the hunts done. But anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep now. So please, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and lets me know that you guys are enjoying this series and enjoying these videos. If not, comment down below. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. If you just don't like me, then tell me that too. I don't care, because I'm not trying to please people. I'm trying to entertain people. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out.